it's another side that like wants to take more, and wants to go that one more round, because like going that one more round when you don't think you can, that's what makes all the difference in your life. You know what I mean?
Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? Welcome to another episode of One More Round, the Rocky Series podcast. I'm excited. We've got the trivia book back. We're good to go. Things are moving along. Kyle, how are you doing this morning?
I'm fantastic. How are you guys?
Doing good. Oh, there was a bit of a lag there. Katie, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm going to hit up the Broncos game after this. So go Broncos. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful fall day.
I want to talk about this really quick. So we talked briefly a couple episodes ago about the new movie that's being made, I Play Rocky.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I posted that they had released some of the pictures of the first few days of shooting. They released, which I thought was great. I thought they were, getting the hype up and stuff. A couple funny things have happened since then. So they posted the actor, I forget his name already, Anthony something, and they posted a picture of him with Buttkiss, a dog that looks like Buttkiss, and he's jogging. And look, it's just still pictures. People are funny. It might not even actually be filming. They're just in between takes. Who knows?
Right.
He's just practicing movements and stuff. I think it looks fine. I think for a biopic, it looks just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so I posted that in our Facebook group. And it got a lot of likes and hits, but it was amazing, Katie, how many people got angry about this thing being made. So there's two things. Well, one's a big one. A lot of people thought and think still that it's either a prequel or a remake. I'm not even like. It just shows you the psyche of people of
so quick to judge, like
judge the headline, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not even thinking like, what is this movie?
Yeah.
I did. The moment I saw I Play Rocky, I looked into what does this mean? What is this? Who's involved?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's it about? Oh, it's a biopic on how the film Rocky got made. Because people are like, oh, don't touch it. It's sacred. It's all like, what? What are you talking about? So
we've been conditioned into these knee-jerk reactions as a society with social media, and it's not good.
Do more than read the headline.
Yeah.
Number one. And number two, the product's not even like what. Why is Sly so sacrosanct or whatever? Like, why is it that you can't? Sacred. Why can't he? Well, sacred. Yeah, I was trying to think of what's the other word. Anyways, why can't he be? Why can't a biopic be made on Sly? Biopics have been made on celebrities forever.
Right.
It's Elizabeth Taylor.
I think they probably, I think people, the knee jerk is like, oh, they shouldn't touch it. It's Rocky, thinking they're remaking it.
That's half of the act. Yeah. There's the Venn diagram is people think they're remaking Rocky, number one, which is weird. I Play Rocky. Why would you call the film I Play Rocky? Okay. Number two, they think it's a prequel.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third one is those odd group of people who think nothing should be examined or
don't touch it at all.
Like what? So Sly can talk about how it's been made, but we can't make a biopic about that adventure. I've always said that is the thing people should be able to do. Like that's the one thing you could do is let's see how, like, because there's nothing.
I agree. Yeah. You're not touching the story. You're not changing the course of the canon story at all.
Nothing's been changed. We're actually seeing the story that Sly always talks about. And I know, okay, so there's number one. Then the other thing that was hilarious, Sly himself.
Yeah.
he's adorable.
Mm-hmm.
And I have two theories. So he posted on his social medias a trailer for the film. You're thinking, wow, already? And Sly, who apparently there's two stories I've heard that he was asked to be involved and he turned it down, or he was never asked or would have turned it down. So the point I'm trying to say is he posted a trailer for the movie Well, there is no trailer. It was an AI created trailer. So either Sly's team got hoodwinked or he was trolling, but then he pulled it down. I actually commented right away. I said, "Oh, that's it's a nice trailer, but it's AI."
Yeah, I saw your comment.
So what are
I
your
think
thoughts
they
on that?
didn't. I think that they got hoodwinked. That's what I think.
Okay, so it got taken down, but then he did post it one of those
Still,
photos and said, "Hey, all the best to the team." So I think if he was asked, he's all for it, but maybe he's not. He wasn't happy about what he was allowed or not allowed to do, but he can't stop it, so he may as well promote it
sure.
because I think he even said like, "Hey, this might bring more fans in," and which he's not
Yeah,
wrong.
of course. Yeah.
Yeah, and because imagine if he was all butthurt about this production, that's not going to look good for the brand. He has to kind of concede.
I agree. I mean, he's already like done and said things that have kind of hurt the brand already. So, I think he's trying to tread carefully.
Okay, and the last piece of little Sly news is it's been a busy week. Is a Tulsa King at the time of recording third season has started, and I think it's midway through. And I'm waiting to binge. I admit I'm waiting to binge. Just I don't know if you started watching it.
I've not
Okay.
started watching it.
Are you gonna binge?
I don't know.
Oh, you're not gonna watch it? You're not gonna watch
I'll
it?
probably watch it. I just am less. The sparkle isn't there anymore, you know.
Should we just hang up our gloves on this show?
No, but I I love Rocky. Like I love the character Rocky. And I do think the Tulsa King's a good show. I like a lot of the characters and stuff. It's just like his sparkle has dulled for me.
I wonder if it's because of us doing the pod. That's terrible. I know why though. Yeah, okay, but that's fine. Hey, look, it's understandable. He Sly's an interesting character.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, at least Frank wears his heart on his sleeve. All right.
Yeah, no, but it's a good show. Like I do think that the show is a good show, and I'll part watch it. Yeah.
Okay, so Kyle's back. Let's see how this works now. He did some updates. Kyle, how are you doing?
I'm new and improved, Ryan. That's what I am.
New and improved.
It's a slight lag, but it's not that bad. What we'll do is we'll just make sure that we'll give a pause when it's your time to speak so we don't step on each other. Okay, well, we're going to...
Well, everyone give a pause when it's my time to speak. It's like, Kyle's got to say something. Listen, gather around.
So important.
No, we need you, Kyle. Okay, so we got that, what do you call that? The... little preamble out of the way. So let's get into we got one voicemail from Mike. And yeah, at the time of recording, as most people know, everything right now is just going on YouTube. So the emails are a little bit light because the audio listeners, which I kind of feel bad. The audio listeners are going to get a big backlog is going to pour into their feed eventually by Christmas. So if you're hearing this on your audio feed, that's probably around the time area that you're listening to this. When you think it's live, doesn't mean you can't send us emails. It just means the show might be almost over by then. But the Mike is somebody who watches on YouTube. Thus, that's why he's able to get his voicemails right away. So here is Mike's voicemail on episode 9.
Hi, Ryan, Katie, and Kyle. This is Michael Burgett of the Screen Nerds podcast. Just want to say great work as always going through Rocky Balboa, and just wanted to share some of my thoughts on this latest episode 9 of y'all going through Rocky Balboa. So the theatrical cut goes from Rocky dropping off Marie and Steps at their house to Rocky and Steps going to the shelter to adopt the dog. I do wonder the placement of the graveyard scene in the director's cut right there in the film. It feels like it almost would have been better earlier in the film, like right after the encounter with Robert or right after the tour. Like here, it feels like it's just kind of off since we just had the couple of scenes prior with Marie and Steps and it being a little more encouraging and heartwarming to an extent. I just feel like putting the graveyard scene here, it just kind of goes back to as a downer almost. And then going right back to Rocky and Steps working, unloading the van. I do think that scene of them unloading the van should have been in the theatrical cut. I think it would have made sense to transition from the drop-off scene to the shelter scene having that interaction with Rocky and Steps. So I definitely think that should have been there. By the way, Rocky Balboa did make more money than Rocky V with or without adjusting for inflation. Originally, Rocky V made about 40 million domestic and 119 million worldwide, whereas Rocky Balboa made 75 million domestic and 156 million worldwide. Now, if you adjusted it for inflation, Rocky V made about 109 million domestic versus Rocky Balboa's 119 million. So that's just a little catch up there as far as like the two box offices go. Great work as always. Enjoy listening to y'all's conversation and can't wait to hear what you all have to say on the next episode.
Oh, that's funny. I remember I did a I did a box office inflation a while back. Maybe I did it wrong. I'm going to double check, Mike. Not that I don't trust you. I just want to verify because, yeah, okay. Because I swear I remember being kind of like, oh, raise eyebrows that Rocky V did do better than Rocky Balboa because my brother Ruben brought up a good point way back in the day when we started this was he accounts that Rocky Balboa didn't do as well as people might have thought at the box office because people were tentative because of Rocky V. It's always like the Rocky V did better than expected because Rocky IV was so good. And so when you have the previous film that's really good, there's a big pump at the beginning that can give you a lot of box office, and then word of mouth kicks in like, oh, don't go see Rocky V. This is not, then it drops off very quickly. Whereas Rocky Balboa probably had the opposite effect, but in a good way where people are like, oh, it's actually a good film, so you got to go see it. So it did better later, but yeah, I'll double check, Mike. But thanks
it had the addition Rocky Balboa, the addition of like the nostalgia play because it was like 16 years later,
right?
Instead of 5.
We've had time to heal.
I think that Rocky Balboa kind of turned people off in the sense that it's like, what the hell is this guy doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is this like old guy got to go into the ring? Like, I think there were like skits and jokes after Rocky V of like Rocky being in like a walker and deciding to fight again, like and it's like, oh shit, and he actually did do it.
You're right. Yeah,
and I think if you're a hardcore Rocky fan, you're going to see that movie. So like if you're making that movie, you have a certain number of guaranteed sales from people like me, Ryan, or Katie who are going to see that. Kind of also it's like obligatory. But then it's like you're on the fence Rocky fan may or may not want to go see that.
Yep, absolutely.
It was my first theater experience, Rocky in the theater. Rocky Balboa, first movie I saw in the theater.
Yeah, same.
Oh, well, yeah, I think we mentioned that, but that's awesome. But I'm glad you guys got to see a Rocky film. Oh, no, then Kyle, you actually saw that 40th anniversary edition.
Well, I did, but at the time, Rocky Balboa was my first.
Right, of course, yeah.
But yeah, I did see Rocky 1 in the theater. That was pretty cool.
Oh, actually,
I haven't seen Rocky in the theater. That's awesome. You saw that.
Well, I think I bet you next year they'll have a 50th anniversary come back.
I was wondering.
I hope.
I hope
because apparently, the Rocky IV director's cut, Rocky versus Drago, is coming to theaters for one day only on November 5th here anyway.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah,
it's just the one day. I'm like,
weird,
well,
eh?
I can't go that day. So,
well, poo on you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be an interesting one to see. I wonder if I could do a rewatch with the kids 1, 2, and 3 and go see 4 in the theaters with them. That might be a fun experience. Okay, if it's playing here. Okay, Rocky trivia. It's been a while, guys, but we got it. Do you want to do just 5? I think we can.
Yeah.
I think we're doing good for time. Worst case, we could just dump the last whatever on the last episode, but I think we got plenty of movie left. Okay, you ready? How many sports writers say Rocky will win against Dixon in the computer fight? So we just watched that scene. So how many of those guys said that Rocky would win versus?
Okay.
So yeah, boy, how many were talking?
I don't have pen and paper. I'm gonna have to memorize my answers.
Oh yeah, me too. Actually. I'll just trust you guys.
What kind of a setup do you guys have here?
Well, I feel like I'm still just in that organization mode of my house. Don't even look behind me. Well, it's actually organized behind me. It's just a garage. It's just I got to cover those shelves one day. Okay. How many what colors are Dixon's shorts for the computer fight? Okay. I've got a color, but I think we talked about it. Where does Rocky put his chair that he sits in at the cemetery? Okay. All right. Why does Rocky like the name Punchy for his dog? What were the reasons he gave, I guess? And lastly, well, we'll do the questions and the answers right away because it's fresh in our brains for the answers. Because me and Kyle are both doing it in our heads. And then the last question is true or false? Rocky is running up the steps with Punchy. So here we go. What do we start with you, Katie? How many sports writers say Rocky will win against Dixon from watching that computer fight?
2.
Kyle?
Yeah, 2. I got 2.
Yes, we all got 2. Because one guy said Dixon easily or something like that. What colors are Dixon's shorts for the computer fight, Kyle? What did you say his colors?
I had no idea. I just said red and white, but
I said red and white as well, but I don't know the answer yet.
I put blue and white.
That was my second choice. It was like going to be one of those, but those are such common colors too.
Katie,
it's blue and white. Sweet.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Good job. Because I remember thinking that my brain was like, did he wear the same colors like Rocky's character wore? That's where my brain went for some reason. Where does Rocky put his chair after the cemetery is in the tree? I don't think anyone has got that one wrong. It's obvious. Okay. Now, I'll give this one to Katie since you're doing so well. Why does Rocky like the name Punchy for his dog?
He says something like it's easy to spell or it's easy to remember.
Yeah,
perfect. That's what I got too. That's easy to spell. Yeah, because it's easy to remember. It's not hard to spell. There you go.
Okay.
I think Katie's getting this one. Holy smokers! And the last one, true or false? I'll answer. Rocky's running up the steps with Punchy. Yes, he picks Punchy up at the end, at the very least. Yeah. True. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. Okay. I got all 5.
Get all 5, Katie?
I did, and I'm not good at this movie, so.
Oh, you nailed it. The color one, that was your what do you call it? That's the point that you beat us on. That's one that I think all of us would have. Yeah, so I got 4. Kyle got 4. Okay, good job. All right. If you're playing at home, good job to all you players at home.
Okay, I got to be honest. I'm going to say I got 3. Because with the Punchy one, I just remembered the easy to remember part. I didn't remember the easy to spell.
Oh, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You get it.
Because he said, why does Rocky like the name Punchy for his dog? You gave one of them. That's fine. Katie, this is amazing. She gets a gold sticker at the star student. Okay, well that's it. The emails are done and the trivia is done. So we got a lot of time for the movies. So let's get through some movie now. So I believe we just finished off. What he said, hide the silverware. I double checked our last recording, so. We didn't. We actually didn't get to them watching the Looney Tunes fight yet, so that's where we are now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who's the criminal? He's a nice kid. He dresses like a bum. Oh, coming from a human hamper, that's quite a compliment. Hide the silverware. It's nice. Hey, Spider.
So Spider doesn't like Paulie either.
Bum ones.
So again, this is like holy smoke! They're just dumping the nostalgia, right? And why would Spider give Paulie the stink eye? Like, what's that about?
Yeah, it's like everybody hates Paulie. Is that what we're meant to?
Yeah, I'm sure he's had a few run-ins with Paulie before. Safe to say.
Well, then he asked, "Did you knock out that bum once?" That's a whole. Remember the first scene in the first Rocky film? Didn't you punch him?
Yeah,
and then Rocky Rocky's like, would you give it a rest? So that's just another like I like it. I'm not criticizing it, but this is so like, hey guys, remember the first scene in the first Rocky film? And but like we're led to believe that Paulie and Spider have some sort of, but it's weird. What I'm getting is Spider's giving Paulie the stink eye, but then Paulie's like, who is that guy? Didn't you punch him once?
Yeah.
So it's a weird. Why is Spider upset with Paulie, but then why is Paulie not sure who that is? At the same time,
you give it a rest. I'm going to be late for work for this. Give me a break, huh? All right, just for a few seconds.
In the late 60s, a simulated fight took place between 2 legends, Muhammad Ali and Rocky Marciano. Marciano, long retired, And Ali, unable to fight legitimately for 3 years for having refused induction into the armed forces, was in need of money and agreed to the so-called dream match, whose outcome would be decided by a computer. It's almost 35 years since Rocky Marciano.
Now, you knew that, Kyle. That's pretty impressive. I think you knew that even before.
Yeah,
Like,
I've seen
I always
footage of it. Like, because they don't have a computer, right? Like, they don't have, like, they can't do, like, the animation.
Right.
So what they did was they had Ali and Marciano, like, reenact certain elements that the computer fight would have, and then, like, they just stitched those together to create a fake fight.
Now, they showed a quick little animation CGI there of Rocky and Ali. The quick little, like, the movie, the creators of this film created a little segment there of Rocky and Ali fighting, Rocky Marciano and Ali fighting. Did you catch that? It was like 3 seconds long.
Yeah. It's interesting too, because it's like, you know, of course, Sly bases like characters like Apollo Creed on Muhammad Ali, but then it's like now Muhammad Ali is now suddenly injected into the Rocky universe. Because Muhammad Ali's fighting heyday was in like 60s and 70s, so it's like during Rocky, like Rumble in the Jungle was like 2 years before the Rocky Apollo Creed fight, and then like Ali lost the title in 77, regained it in 78. That was like right in that neighborhood. Like, come on, like why do you have to say that?
It's true.
Like, but
it doesn't make sense because Joe Frazier, the real Joe Frazier,
true.
is in the Rocky film. You're next, Joe. You're next. Why are your people dodging me? You're next. So
which makes sense because it's like if Apollo Creed's like Muhammad Ali, then Joe Frazier would be his rival. It's like, oh, Christ's sake.
So where's Ali during this time? Like when
you're making my head hurt. You the two of yous.
Yeah. So when Frazier's being challenged by Apollo in that ring, where's Ali at that moment? Hey, wait a minute, it's my turn. Hey.
It's hard to believe someone like Ali would stay quiet during all this, right?
Oh, that's funny. Okay, so the other thing was actually, we already talked about it.
Won the much disputed computer decision, and guess what? Not much has changed.
Last week, Rocky Balboa won
See, that's the cartoon fight I'm telling you about.
Present day champion Dixon. A stunning knockout. And keep in mind that this is taking the human factor out of it. The computer says Rocky Balboa would be triumphant. KO 13, and here's some of the fallout.
You know, what started out as a simple form of entertainment has now become this rallying cry for people who think an old school athlete like Balboa could actually be better. So your computer technology has to create what isn't. And that's just not responsible.
Get therapy, will you?
So that's Elsie Luco, played by AJ Benza, who I interviewed a long time ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Also,
what I find interesting about what they said there is taking out the human factor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is basically what gives Rocky an advantage in any fight. Because like on paper, Rocky always seems like he shouldn't be there because he's not a skilled fighter. He's often like smaller than a lot of his opponents or slower than them or whatever. But it's like he has heart. But like you can't program heart into the computer. Like the only thing the computer could maybe do is just say like, oh, his stamina is such that like he won't get knocked down after getting punched so many times. But like I still think in a lot of these computer simulations, Rocky actually probably would lose a lot of these fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the heart.
Yeah. Also, I love how Paulie tells the AJ Benza, get therapy.
I know.
Yeah.
Take your own advice, Paulie. You get therapy.
Oh, he's great. No, Paulie is the type of person who we've all worked with these people who have everything figured out. I love these type of people. They have everything, but they're often the most miserable people you work with, but they have everything figured. They have all the answers and they have it all figured out, but they're often the most miserable.
Yep.
I like what Luis said here. Actually, this is worth bringing up. He says Rocky Balboa, the film, is a unicorn in many ways. On first watch, it's superior to Rocky V. However, Rocky V has so much lore to it, like that I find it far more fascinating, rewatchable than Rocky Balboa. Also, most considered as part of the Rocky series instead of the Creed series, even though it's closer in time, tone, and environment to the Creed films.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever the Rocky series is aired on TV, it's often the first 5 films. So even amongst Rocky diehards like us, we haven't seen it as much as the others.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the only thing I'll stick back there to you, Louise, on the first 5 films, I believe, I could be wrong, there's some ownership issues with the 6th Rocky film where it's not the same company wholly that owns the 6th film. So there's some licensing issues when it comes to showing that on TV. So when it does show on AMC runs is the big one, for example, the first 5 films is, I think, MGM wholly, but I could be wrong. I think the 6th Rocky film is MGM and somebody. So there's a licensing issue. I could be wrong about it. That's why it's often not shown with it, but they do sell them together, if that makes sense, for DVDs at this point. But that's a fair. Yeah, I agree. Rocky 5, I agree, does feel more like a Rocky film, if you want to talk about, maybe because of the age of the movie compared to 2006 as well. But
yeah, the Creed, I think Rocky Balboa is more similar to the Creeds. I mean, and I think part of that is just the time, the same way
film,
that, yeah.
But yeah, okay, good. Thanks, Louise. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
We have some smart participants here.
I do miss Donald. Where's Donald? He hasn't been. Is Donald okay? Maybe.
Yeah. What did happen to him?
Hope he's okay.
Skip, how do you think Balboa would have done against Dixon? Badly. Personally, I think Balboa was completely overrated. You know, he owns a little restaurant in South Philly. What's his specialty? Pounded chicken. Anyway,
oh my God.
Well, why would they speak that way? Like, I don't get why they'd be so derivative. Like, again, if
I know.
talking about Pacquiao or anything, like, why would they be so like? Come on, this guy was the best. Like, what do you guys like? Like, what does Pacquiao have at his restaurant? Pounded pho, or relax. Why are you so angry about a champion? It's a weird. I know it's for the narrative for the film to make him the underdog again, but
like these Rocky bro
dudes. Along with the Rocky narrative that the media are total pricks, right?
I guess. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I know it's supposed to make us like hear that music. Oh, poor Rocky. Ooh, with the music playing.
Paid to see the fight. Next topic, NASCAR and the controversy that won't go away. Let's go back to Sunday's race. And
hey, cheer up. Free advertisement. Come on, meet house calls.
He knows about those things. He knows about those things.
And he's not wrong.
Yeah, that's right. People are like, what? He has a restaurant? Where?
Yeah.
Look it up. Yeah. Google. Could you Google in 2006?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, a side story. I remember that Will Smith movie Hitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, his character is like a dating coach, and he in the movie Googles people, like the people who, like, say he has a client, he wants to date a certain woman, he'll Google her to find out stuff about her to give it his client an edge. And I remember thinking, like, he says, I'm going to Google this. And I remember thinking, like, did Google pay for this? Because, like, no one says that. Like, who's going to say, I'm going to Google this? Like, it was, like, totally foreign to me in 2005. Like, people weren't saying that, at least not around me. But I'm like, it became a thing, obviously.
Right.
But I'm like, everyone before that, people were like using Yahoo or whatever to search up things. Like Google was just kind of like, it was newer. And I'm like, this is just some bullshit marketing thing to people to use Google. But then, wow, obviously it was a little more than that.
Well, it's our vernacular now. It's like when you say, can you Xerox that for me? It's a company, but we know what it means.
Just like facial tissues or Kleenex. That's just a
Kleenex.
brand.
That's right. Do you have a Kleenex? That's right. It's a brand.
Or like in the UK, they don't say vacuum the rug. They say Hoover the rug, which is what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Good one.
Yo, Robert.
What is this? What are you doing out so late?
I tried calling, but nothing was picking up.
Something wrong?
No, I just wanted to come by and see you in person.
You want to come inside?
No, I just want to get your opinion on something.
Sure. Opinion on what?
Well, they say you only go around once, right?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Well, actually, depends how long you live, I guess. Like, I've gone around nearly 50 times now.
So he's just been waiting outside his apartment building.
Right.
Go in, dude. Go in and have this conversation with him.
It is weird where he's like, "You want to come inside?" And he's like, "No."
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you go inside?
Exactly.
Have like
it's better. It's better look.
Coffee.
It's a better look out here. It's better to have it on the street. It's aesthetically better looking for the film.
Yeah. Yeah, or maybe they could reenact that scene where like Mickey tries to be Rocky's manager, and Robert's like, "It stinks in here. You want to come to my house?"
Yeah,
like we don't want to have another set. We don't want to create Robert's apartment.
Yeah.
That's you save some money. That's true.
He's like, Robert, I noticed a lot of hand lotion and facial tissues in your apartment.
Kleenex.
Oh yeah, Kleenex. Yeah.
No. Robert's a good-looking guy.
I noticed you Google a lot of things with your Kleenex.
I think I want to, like, do something.
Like what?
Fight. Nothing big, small stuff, like locally.
Don't you think you're too, old?
Yeah, but you think you ought to stop trying things because you had a few too many birthdays? I do not.
I do not.
I love that. I do not.
I do not. Yeah, it's great. But, this is great acting by Milo. And it's a genuine reaction too. It's the son. He's the one person that could probably say that without sounding like a jerk. He's like, aren't you a little too old, maybe? Like, he's concerned for his health too. Just be careful, Dad. And
yeah, as I'm looking at this, honestly, if I'm in his situation, I probably would have said that just off the cuff. Having seen this a couple times and know how the conversation went, I think the way I would handle this now is I'd be like, well, why do you want to fight again? Instead of like trying to dissuade him, right? Just say, oh, you're too old. You can't do this. You can't do that. I'd be like, okay, well, tell me, like,
where's this coming from?
All these years? Wow. Where's this coming from?
Right.
How to do like a soft dissuasion instead of just like, you're old.
Yeah.
That's kind of, I think one of the issues is like you're dealing with your mortality.
I don't think the Balboas have taken Paulie's advice and gone to therapy. So they're not quite.
I know.
They can't quite.
I would have said what he said too.
Yeah.
Louise trusted me but verified, which I love. Trust me, but he verified during our last discussion. He goes, "Yep, you're spot on about the studio conflicts." I guess he looked it up. He Googled it. Still, it baffles me that the movie is almost 20 years old, and I've watched it. It's exponentially less than I've watched the first 5 films as a kid in the 90s. Yeah.
Yep.
It's true. Yeah, old true, Louise. Yeah. But, every now and then it's good to be right. Every now and then.
Stings.
Yeah.
Ever been wrong 5 minutes times in a podcast? It stings.
It stings after a while. It does. But I keep punching. All right. So now he's coming around with a little bit of like, okay, first I was trying to dissuade you, like you guys were just saying, but now he's saying, how would this look to me? Because people are going to think you're crazy when I'm your son now. So I lived in your shadow of greatness, and I'm going to live in your shadow of craziness, is what he might be thinking.
Easy. What's crazy about standing toe to toe saying I am?
It's just ego talking.
Oof.
Look, what are you trying to prove to other people, Pop?
It's a bit of a sting there, ego, which Rocky never has ego. Not like quite like that. Not the way he's saying. Like, you could see Rocky's expression was like, "Oof, that's not who I am, son."
Yeah, I mean, it is just really not realistic. Like, it's not like you're taking up bicycling. You're taking up being hit in the face.
And I think
on purpose.
Ego's correct for Sly, though.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Well, this is the yeah. So yeah, you're right, guys. Sorry. Yeah, this is the discussion that the public's having to Sly about making this film. He's addressing this with. That's what I love about this. Is the one thing I love about this film. I mean, I love a lot of things. Sorry, one of the great things I love about this film is it's Sly's message to the public.
Mm-hmm. I'm still here. I'm still
relevant. I still have a beast in the belly, in the basement. I still have things to prove as an actor, as a writer, as a creator. And I'm showing that through the Rocky character. And his son is the audience. And rightfully so, because like you said, Kyle, at the beginning, I agree with you. I meant to say that earlier, that even I, the biggest Rocky fan that I knew personally, when I heard about the 6th film being made, I was very skeptical, and I was like, "Please, Sly, don't. It's okay. Rocky 5 isn't that bad. You don't have to worry about it." I was very scared. I thought, this is embarrassing. this is kind of embarrassing. I don't know what's going to be like. But yeah, I was proved wrong, happily so. That wasn't as, I think why it was so loved too, Louise, is that it wasn't as horrible as it could have been. And I think we're all like, oh, okay.
I remember being really jazzed about it. Like, oh, I thought it was done, and now we're getting another one. Like, yay!
Oh, I think maybe the longer fans, like us old people, we were nervous. I think we're just a little bit nervous.
I remember seeing I think I said this in an earlier episode. I remember seeing the previews, and I'm not a big Sly person, so I hadn't actually seen Sly's face in years.
Oh, right.
And how much he'd aged and changed. I was like, woo, holy shit! Like this might not be good.
Well, he hadn't been in anything. I mean, he went away because he was in some 90s.
Yeah. Well,
but he was gone from Hollywood. Like,
yeah, I think on Cliffhanger or something like that.
Yeah.
That's like the
well, he had a few. That was his last big good one. That and Demolition Man '93 was his last two back-to-back good movies. And then he kind of,
So it was like 10 years where we didn't really see his face.
And that's why he made this film. That's exactly what this message of this film is it's weird. It's kind of crazy and cool at the same time. So when he made the first Rocky film, he was a struggling actor, made a name, made a character that he could portray and excelled at. And then again, later in his career, he's like, hey, remember me? I used to be the champion of the world. I'm a nobody. I'm just in these B-roll movie type things. And then he reinvented himself. So you got to give Sly total credit for that. He's like, you know what? I'm going to do it again. And
Listen, I stopped thinking the way other people are thinking a long time ago. You got to think like you think.
I do.
Do you? Good.
You gotta face reality. Okay, it's a different world now.
Yeah.
Only the clothes is different.
Not really.
I really don't know what you want from me.
I just wanted us to get involved, like home team.
Rocky V, I love it. I don't know. I always love that Sly acknowledges the fifth film too. Like he didn't. His home team was only said in the fifth film, and it was said a few times. So he acknowledges it here, which I love. I appreciated that he didn't bury Rocky V completely as a film that he did.
Well, and so this is his way. He's not just saying, "Hey, I'm going to fight." FYI. He's saying, I want you to be involved. Like, this is the thing we can do together. So I guess that's good because we keep harping, or I do anyway. Like, why are you so estranged from your kid? So this is how they're making up.
Yeah, this is him reaching out a little bit. Just like, it would be kind of fun to do this together. Like, we don't go fishing together, but maybe we can do this together. Yeah.
Look, whatever it is, whatever you're going through, it'll pass.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Time it's gonna catch up to all of us.
Especially if you're standing still.
Hey, come on. I'm gonna call you in the morning.
Did you tell this to your kid, by the way?
Yeah, I did.
What do you think? You're nuts, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, he hugged him. He went in for the hug for his dad. He's kind of trying to talk his dad out of it. Like, it's just a phase. You're just getting all excited because of the Looney Tunes fight, and now you're thinking about it. It'll pass.
He's recognizing that Rocky's got something that he needs to work out, but he doesn't elaborate. Which I think is a little strange. Like, what's going on, Dad? What are you trying to, But
and funny enough, Paulie's the one that helps him get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was going to say when you were mentioning earlier, Kyle, about the discussion that the son's having. It's because this is a great scene coming up. So it's like Sly's like, well, no, we'll let Paulie get it out of me. Because granted, they've known each other much, much longer, and they do almost, I would say, they have a longer relationship. So Paulie can ask the more pointed questions to get that out of Rocky.
And more truthful. Like, you don't have, there's no airs. Like, you don't have to be careful at all. You can just just let it out with Paulie.
And Paulie's not going to hold back to spare your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, you don't believe in you? Welcome to my world, buddy. Rocco, nobody's giving you no title shot.
I know that. I don't want one.
So this isn't a mental disturbance?
No.
You're mad because they took down your statue?
No.
Again, I love this. It's all life and art and life. So as we all know, the Rocky statue used to be at the top. Actually, it used to be at the top of the stairs. Then it got moved to the bottom. Then it got moved to the museum. Sorry, not the museum. The Spectrum. And so that's where it was. So at this time, there was no statue at the bottom. I don't think in 06, was there?
No, I don't think so.
There was.
Oh, there was.
I thought there in 07, and the statue's at the bottom, and it's still there.
No, I know, but I mean, I think it was brought back with this. I'm 90%
because of this movie.
Of this movie, that's right.
Maybe.
Like during the filming of this movie, is what you're saying, Ryan? Right?
I had read they took it down, but they put it like to the side.
No, it was moved to the Spectrum. Okay. So I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, dear listeners, is that when this movie came out, they had a big unveiling ceremony that's on YouTube, and Sly's like, "Hey, it's great that it's back," but the middle ground was, well, we're not going to put it at the top, we're going to put it at the bottom.
Right? Yeah, I think you're right, Ryan.
Okay.
The other thing I'm noticing, perhaps for the first time, is that Paulie is also a southpaw.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. And Burt Young was a boxer.
Yeah.
One of his trainers, Burt Young's trainers, lives in Victoria.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. This was way back when Ruben and I did the podcast.
He would have been really old, right?
Hypothetical fight.
Yeah.
It's 1976.
All right.
Sly Stallone against Burt Young.
Well, Sly.
I don't know, because Burt Young has actual boxing training.
Yeah.
He's so out of shape, though. I mean, unless he trained.
Still, you land that one punch.
Yeah, if you want to go technical skill, Burt Young should know boxing better than Sly at that time, for sure. So, I think
it's like the skill edge goes to Burt, the in shape edge goes to Sly.
Right.
So it's like that'd be an interesting fist fight. Mm-hmm. I think in a phone booth type of fight, Burt Young would knock him out. But if it was like around a ring or something like that, I would beat him up because he'd just dance around him. But
again, I love this dialogue though. It's again the public speaking to Sly. Like, is this a mental illness? Why are you doing this movie? Why are you doing? Are you crazy? Another little trivia here, of course, that painting that Burt Young is pretending to paint in the scene, but it's an actual painting that Burt Young himself painted. That's his painting. So every painting you see in this film that Burt's doing or Paulie's doing in the film is a painting that Burt Young has done in real life.
Love it.
So, yeah.
I really know. If it's about money, just hang a sign around your neck saying, "Punch me. $5, you'll make big money."
Paulie will be first in line too. Yeah, I love it. Isn't that what he sold the mug for? The Rocky Five?
Yeah.
He's really stuck on that $5 pricing.
If you counted all the punches you saw Rocky take and then estimated how much money he made, you could figure out how much he got paid to get hit each time.
Oh yeah. Well,
I actually calculated that for this baseball player, R.A. Dickey, when he was pitching. Because they keep track of everything in baseball,
right?
And including how many pitches you've thrown in a season. And I'm I worked out that he got paid $5,000 per pitch.
What? You haven't peaked yet?
Peaked?
Yeah, peaked.
I don't know. There's still some stuff in the basement.
What basement?
In here.
Tell me about the stuff.
Now, before he gets into this big scene, I do love that line again by Burt. This is the public speaking to Sly. Haven't you peaked yet? Weren't you an 80s action star with the biggest films in the world? Yeah. Rambo, Rocky, Cliffhanger, Demolition Man. Why are you doing this? Haven't you already been on top of the world as the highest paid action star in the world? And that again is the public talking to Sly. Why are you doing this? Haven't you peaked yet? What else are you trying to do here?
Great point.
You know what's funny that never came up is that this is basically the same issue Apollo had. Is that he had that beast in the basement, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it killed him going back to fight again. And no one mentioned that. Hey, remember your buddy Apollo who wanted to go back to fight and he got put in an early grave?
Well, the commission is gonna, kind of allude to that a little bit.
Yeah.
Boxing commission. But you're right, Kyle. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love Paulie. Paulie is like a therapist in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
He's tell me about the basement.
Maybe he is getting therapy. Maybe the joke to Elsie Luco could have been, even though it's a joke. Maybe Paulie has seen therapy in 16 years. Who knows? Louise says here, 1975, Bert would have to take Sly out early because I think Stallone's fitness level would eventually overtake Young.
Mm-hmm.
Once we're in the 80s, however, Bert has no shot except for Lucky Shot.
You got to take him out early.
All right, so here's the big scene here, of course. Tell me about the stuff, says Paulie.
What about it?
Tell me about the stuff inside. Is it angry?
Good question, Paulie.
Are you mad because Adrian left you?
She didn't leave, Paulie. She died.
Okay.
You know, sometimes it's hard to breathe. You know, I feel like there's beast inside me.
It's okay, Rocco. Please, it's okay.
Is it? Okay. I just never knew it was supposed to be this hard. It wasn't supposed to be like this, Paulie, you know. I said, you want to come by and help me train?
I got a job here.
I understand.
Remember you said if you stay one place long enough, you become that place? Rocco, this is all I got.
Was that Rocky 5, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like, well, he was like,
am I misremembering?
He was like, I ain't no talking building. Or no, it was Rocky 6. Like,
they did the tour, but I thought was he just said that? Was it just the tour that he said that line?
He might have said it in 5 when they were come back to the neighborhood. Something about you become this place or something.
Well, he said to Adrian, like, "Are we ever going to leave this place?" Yeah. He said that. Okay, maybe I'm just conflating.
As an aside, I said that to Doug when we were there. Across the street, like, Doug, did we ever leave this place?
I don't know. You guys, I'm so sad.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about it. Is it angry? Are you feeling angry?
Yeah, Paulie's actually being the most emotionally intelligent here in his own way.
He is, but then
Robert, he was like trying to dig down to the root. Robert just assumes it's to impress other people.
Well, Robert's too young. He doesn't have he's not wise in years like Paulie is. And I've always loved Rocky and Paulie's friendship, albeit probably toxic, but I don't know. It works for them. But I guess I was kind of bummed when Paulie declined the offer to help him because that was hard for Rocky to ask. And I know eventually he comes around, but in this moment, Rocky's now feeling more alone than ever. His kid doesn't believe him. He just opened up to Paulie saying like this, it's not supposed to be this hard. I'm going to do this. Will you do it with me? And essentially Paulie says no.
Yeah. It's probably just, he's probably feeling uncomfortable with the crying. I mean, we see that with it's okay, Rock. It's okay. Like this isn't, I love how Paulie is feeling uncomfortable about the crying. Like, because men sometimes get uncomfortable when around other men crying. So he's like, okay, sorry. Like, so he's telling Rocky, it's okay. Like, you don't have to cry in front of me. It's okay. And but I love the writing of Sly, of course. But then Rocky's response of like, is it okay? Like, I love that. Like, he's like, I know you're telling me to stop feeling what I'm feeling, but I'm feeling what I'm feeling, man. Like, you're going to have to deal with this right now. This is how I'm feeling right now. Like, I'm sorry it's making you uncomfortable, but I'm feeling this right now. But he still, but again, he reaches out, train me, and I think it's just Paul. He's like, oh, this is too much. I've got a job here, but yeah, he comes around. Yeah. I think it's after he gets laid off.
I also want to point out that, like, I feel weird that Paulie's talking this way about the meat house. I don't buy it.
Same, Kyle. Yeah. All of a sudden you like it?
He didn't want to be there. He left to do collecting. He didn't go back in the third film. He wasn't. Okay, we have to talk to this. He probably wasn't at the meat house when he was living at Rocky's. Like, maybe he was.
No, he wasn't.
Maybe, but it's like,
he said 30 years. He said at some point, does he say it was there for 30 years? Didn't we talk about he mentions the time he's been there? We said, did he just combine the time
on and off?
Yeah, something like that. But it's like, it seems like a means to an end. And I get it. If you're there long enough, it is kind of your identity. But I just feel like Paulie's saying this is all I got is this meat house, and he's dedicated to doing this job at the meat house where he's not really doing his job. Like he's painting there.
He could be on his coffee break, Kyle. He could be on his coffee break. You think he's painting on the company's dime, not Paulie?
It's nighttime. Why are they there? The place is closed.
It could be one of those places that just works around the clock. Like you have
there wasn't anything going on. Like there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
it's just the two of them there.
I love to see Rocky, slap that skin around one of the carcasses. I love that scene of Rocky too. When he's whatever that cloth thing, he puts that thing around the thing and slightly
so disgusting.
That slapping sound. He raps out slap.
He's like, I did this last night. Actually,
I can't believe I'm able to watch these movies with so much meat house business in it.
Yeah, at least in this scene, you just see hooks.
Yes,
you
thank God.
Actual carcasses.
Thank God.
Yeah, you just see the hooks where the meat's hung there, Katie. So
I understand, Paulie. I do.
Oh, I understand, Paulie.
Well, if you get time, maybe come down and see me train. I appreciate it.
Of course, Rocco.
Bye, Paulie.
Goodbye, Rocco.
Yeah.
Take care, Rocco.
Thank God he has Punchy to go home to.
Yeah, and I love this scene here. You notice that the camera's it seems like it's tilted just a little, like is it just me or is it like a little bit of a...
Yeah, good eye. Mm-hmm. It does look like that.
I'll also point out that like a phenomenon for men and like one real problem we have as men is that we're generally pretty bad at having like emotional support networks. Like we don't rely on our male friends for that at all. And that men typically have their wives or girlfriends is like the person they confide in their emotional support networks, where women are like really good at having like groups of friends they can talk to and other people. And so when there's like a divorce or a separation or a death, women do a lot better because they have people. Men, you get divorced, or like your partner dies, it's like, who do you have to talk to? Nobody, basically.
Yeah, men are pretty quick to remarry.
Yeah. And it's like, because like, what else are you going to do? Because a lot of your guy friends, they're not up to having like crying, hugging conversations and shit. We're not socialized that way. And so it's like Rocky lost Adrian. She was his whole world. And it's like, there's a reason, I think, why he started crying and why the Beast in the Basement stuff came up after Adrian's name was mentioned.
Well said.
This plenary session of the Pennsylvania Athletic Commission is convened in order to consider the application of Rocky Balboa for the issuance of a discretionary professional boxing license due to his ineligibility to be licensed as a matter of right.
Hey, wait a minute. Weren't you that lawyer who was talking to me in Rocky 5?
And he's like, Rocky, you couldn't afford my bill after the last film because you lost all your money. And I have not forgotten that.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I love it's in the Rocky film universe, this guy's a real lawyer in real life. And I love how he was using Rocky 5, telling Rocky about, that wasn't a tax exemption. That was a power of attorney. And that's the same, I'm going to say it's the same character, but he's moved up in the world. Now he's part of this
the boxing commission.
Yeah. Which in the realm of possibilities could have happened. Could be. But I love how he just says, I would have been a nice little crazy Rocky 5 nod. Like, Mr. Balboa, we meet again.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, can you imagine the people? What are they talking? Oh yeah, it's the lawyer. But anyways,
I think it's interesting too because like George Foreman, for example, got licensed. I imagine I'm not an expert on this, but you have to pass some tests, and they do mention tests here. Surprisingly and not surprisingly, the issue with Rocky's eye from his very first fight and the brain damage, which I can see them not knowing about that because they probably don't do like a CT scan as part of your test. And those results weren't public, but it's just kind of all Rocky's prior health complications are just kind of swept under the rug there. He's like, oh, you passed with flying colors, bro. You're
Why is there so many people on this board? This is just one licensing place in the world, or is this just the Philly It's like there's 6 people there. Jeez,
it's like, what is this? The Supreme Court?
Yeah,
I know. It has to just be the Pennsylvania, like the state boxing.
But you get what I'm saying,
yeah,
right?
I do. What?
Even if it was like 4 or 5 people coming up with the decision, like why they're all like, hey, we have a 9 o'clock with Mr. Rocky Balboa. Let's all go there in our suits and ties, and
it has to be intimidating. It has to be like 9 to 1.
I know, but we all take our seats, and he's there by himself, sitting down there 20 feet away, 6 feet down. Is this I know it's for the movie, but in the real world of boxing commission licensing, is this how it's done?
I'm sure Rocky would get a letter in the mail saying no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, university applications, which is a huge thing. It's just a letter.
Yeah. This seems to be a hearing of sorts. And I don't know if that's like a thing that happens. Like you get a hearing to decide your case.
Well, it doesn't even seem like he's arguing a case. They're like, hey, we're here now. This is our decision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there's there's no one representing Rocky, like he doesn't have, and then there's no one representing the other side, like a court or anything. It's just kind of like we're gonna be in these like what looks like a courtroom.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
And then we're gonna just give you our findings in person. Hey, it's weird. It's bizarre, but it's also a movie, so I guess that's just
we need it
to make it look good.
Dramatic effect.
Mr. Balboa, you're welcome here. Since you're representing yourself, we invite you to make an opening statement. If you'd like
to. It is a hearing. It's like a legit hearing. Yeah. Okay.
Represent yourself. I took a little bit of law school.
He's dressed nice though. He didn't just put his red blazer on and show up there. Like he's in a full suit.
Oh yeah, he's learned since his Rocky 1 press conference days to dress up a little bit better for these things. Yeah.
No, I was just curious how I did. That's all.
All right, well, the Medical Advisory Board has informed us that the battery of tests to which you've been subjected, you've passed these tests with flying colors. And we congratulate you for that.
But
battery of tests. So he is just, what are those tests? A battery of tests means
run on a treadmill, whatnot.
Yeah, you didn't see nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing get caved in the side of your face. I guess they didn't do that test.
I know, this is hilarious. I love it. He passed with flying colors, but you're old. That's my face.
Yeah, if they were going to let him down, they wouldn't like really build him up like that, like flying colors.
Yeah,
but you're old.
That does feel like a legal thing though, where they're trying to give both sides of like, hey, this is the pros, this is the cons, and now we're telling you the decision.
Yeah.
And even though you dyed your hair, Mr. Balboa, we know you're almost 60. But
yeah, you're not fooling us with that. You should have got Just for Men, where you maybe kept a few of the grays to like show us, like respect our intelligence at least a little bit. You dye the whole thing.
Well, that's a great hair treatment there. Like that's legit.
His head's a weird shape too in this, and I know that's the age. Yeah. So this is like it's the Rambo that came out around the same time. The hair, I don't like the hair. Like I have major
too black.
Well, it's the shape of it too. Like his hair now looks better. Right. As a 79-year-old person, his hair looks fine. But I don't know why this version, this early 2000s version, it's like the wrong shape for his head or something.
Yeah. He didn't go to Turkey where they do it right, you know?
Yeah.
You seen those pictures of like there'll be like a plane and like coming home from like Istanbul and like half the guys there have like shit on their heads from like a hair transplant.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's like you can get a cheap hair transplant in Turkey. So it's like even if you factor in the flight cost and stuff, you still save money doing it there.
That's crazy. That's weird.
Yeah, medical travel, it's a whole thing for
That's
like
weird.
all sorts of things.
Yeah, we just don't. I mean, it's a what do you call it? A cosmetic here, so we'd have to still pay for it in Canada. It's not a
Oh yeah,
it's elective. It's an elective surgery.
Yeah, as a taxpayer, I'm not paying for some dude's hair transplant.
No, like dental, like people go get a whole set of teeth, like implants. They'll go to like Mexico or India or somewhere.
That's scary. Oof.
For like a fraction of the cost here. Like
I've heard some scary stories though. When you go out, you gotta be careful. Make sure you do your research, folks. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah.
Thanks.
However, this commission, in good conscience, cannot recommend you for a license, and we therefore deny your application.
Didn't I do what you asked?
Yes, you did.
So I should get a license, right?
Not exactly.
So why'd you give me all them tests if you was never passing me?
Yeah, I'd be
We've
pissed.
got to stand by our decision here, and we have to deny your request for a license at this time.
They were just hoping that he wouldn't pass. Like, that's shitty.
You're right. Oh, a good point. Actually, that's actually good. Sorry, Kate. I just want to say that's a good point, Kate. I never even considered that. You're right. I was thinking they have to they can't deny the tests being given, but you're right. They were hoping that he would have oh no, you failed the whatever exam part of it.
Yeah, he's old. He'll probably fail. And it's like, oh shit, he passed. What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
And
So
then they mentioned later,
pissed.
it's like what would happen to them politically if for someone like so beloved as Rocky got hurt. But Rocky should have said, "Is like politics, man. This country's trying to keep me down.
That's
they
right.
want a man like me going for the title because I'm not a puppet like that fool up there."
That's right. America's never been good to older white men, so this is it's been a terrible representation.
Hey, he is Italian.
Oh, that's true.
It's only recent.
Didn't an Italian discover America? Isn't it better than an Italian?
My wife has some like cousins who are like really right wing, and I don't think they consider Italians to be white people.
my God.
They're that right?
What's that?
Well, yeah, I think even within Italy, like back in the day, Northern Italy versus Sicily or whatnot. Yeah. But I mean, Rocky's pretty white. He's not that, dark skinned Italian. God.
Oh man, I love it. He's like, wait a minute, I got an Oscar speech. Wait a minute, I have an Oscar speech about.
Now, he borrows this from real life.
Yeah, I think you talked about it. I think were you with me at this point on going the distance?
Yeah, I think I'll repeat my going the distance thing.
Sure, of course.
Relevant. So this is actually a situation like this is what made Rocky possible. So like he was going in for a role for some other film. I don't know what film it was. And Erwin Winkler and I think Robert Chardoff was also there.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't really, they were talking and stuff, but I don't think it was working out. And he's like, okay. And then he goes through the door and then something in his head, like, pitch this script, pitch this idea. And then he turns around and pitches it and they liked it.
Oh, you're talking about the first Rocky film. Sorry.
Describing like, had I not done that split second following my gut there, my whole life would have been like drastically different.
No,
and
that's
like,
great.
You'd have to have Sly himself tell me he wasn't thinking of that when he did this scene.
No, it's a great point.
The only way you could convince me that they're not related. And even then,
I agree.
I think subconsciously you were thinking of that.
I was going to say, that's actually a really good point. Oh yeah, so the I Play Rocky film, which is not a prequel and it's not a remake of the Rocky film, it's about the making of the Rocky film. I wonder, Kyle, if they're going to show that scene in that I Play Rocky of the Sylvester Stallone character, played by the actor, turning around and talking to the producers. There's a lot of great, this movie, whether how true it is or not, I don't really care at this point. If it's just the Rocky lore that Sly has created over the years, I don't even care. I would like to see it played out. It'd be fun to watch it be played out. So I don't know why anyone's upset about this film. There's people who are friends with Sly, I won't say any names, who are upset that this film's being made, and I don't understand their anger. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Why is Sly? Is he like Muhammad or something? Like we can't make him into a
culty. It's culty.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
I don't like when people get too into stuff.
It's a cult. It's cult behavior, and then so there's no reason. When you join a cult,
I wouldn't know anything about that.
You wouldn't.
No,
you wouldn't.
but you get what I'm saying. Like I don't. Yeah, like sure. Like hasn't there been movies about other actors and actresses? Liz Taylor, Paul Newman. I mean, you name like Sly's almost 80. Guess what, guys? There's going to be biopics about these people.
I think there's like an element of there's this book I was reading, the Righteous Mind, and it talks about like morality and what we consider to be moral. And there's like they call them like I think it was like 5 or 6 aspects that he relates to, almost like taste buds. Mm-hmm. One is like a sense of fairness or justice. One is like equality. One is like, and usually liberals have like those two. Those are like big ones for them. But then another one is like, how do I say it? Like a sense like something like being sacred.
Mm-hmm.
And that often shows up in religion, but it isn't always in religion. And it's like, it's almost like they have a little bit of that when it comes to the Rockyverse or Sly or something.
Yeah.
And, we'll attribute that to like cult-like behavior. And it kind of is.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're messing with something that's like sacred to me. I find like Star Trek nerds, like nerds get like that about stuff, like stuff from their childhood. It's like you do a remake of a Star Trek movie or Star Wars or whatever. People like, you're messing with their sacred cow. Like you're like kind of defiling it. Like in a lot of us, like, especially if you're kind of a more liberal person, you don't feel that way. You're kind of like, well, each kind of to their own, whatever. But like to other people, it's not quite like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like they're remaking these Harry Potter movies. And it's like to millennials, especially, like Harry Potter is like almost like a fucking religion. And I feel like maybe it's like these people kind of have an element of that. Like you're fucking with the Rocky universe. Don't do that.
I can't wait to see that new Harry Potter series on HBO. Looking forward to it. Yeah, even Black Snape. I don't care.
I've never seen it or watched it.
Well, there was a big controversy because Snape was recast as a black teacher versus whatever. I'm sure he's still going to hate Harry Potter. That's the whole point. So
are people mad that he's black because he's like considered a bad guy, or is it more like, hey, Snape should be white?
He's white. He's a white character, but that's the whole thing. But
I don't get why people get pissed about that shit. Like, I don't care if there's a black Little Mermaid or like a black this or that. I'm like,
yeah, it's like, oh, mermaids don't exist, so it doesn't.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah,
mermaids are white. Everyone knows that.
No, I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually a huge Harry Potter fan. I really enjoy them. And I read the books, watched it with my kids multiple times. And the reason why I'm excited as a Harry Potter fan, quick side note before we end here, is that because it's HBO, it's a good company, and the movies have to cut a lot of stuff out. So I think my understanding is each season's the books. So their intention is to go to like 20, 30 something. Like they're seeing this through. They're going to get them all out, have the kids age properly. They cast a really young cast, and they're going to age them through the whole process. Yeah, it's quite the endeavor. Yeah, they're going to be, the books will be fleshed out proper. Anyway, okay. So here we go. Here's Sly's Oscar moment for your consideration. Oscar moment part 1.
Where's his neck? I want Rocky for Rocky.
Okay, just listen to his impassioned speech here for Oscar consideration. Okay.
Yo, don't I got some rights?
What rights do you think you're referring to?
Rights, like in that official paper that they wrote down the street there?
That's the Bill of Rights.
Yeah, the Bill of Rights. Don't it say something about going after what makes you happy?
No, that's the pursuit of happiness. But what's your point?
My point is I'm pursuing something and nobody looks too happy about it.
Ooh. But we're just looking out for your interests.
I appreciate that, but maybe you're looking out for your interests just a little bit more. I mean, you shouldn't be asking people to come down here and pay the freight on something they paid. It still ain't good enough. I mean, you think that's right? I mean, maybe you're doing your job, but why you gotta stop me from doing mine? Because if you're willing to go through all the battling you gotta go through to get to where you want to get, who's got the right to stop you? I mean, maybe some of you guys got something you never finished, something you really want to do, something you never said to somebody, something. And you're told no, even after you pay your dues. Who's got the right to tell you that? Who? Nobody. It's your right to listen to your gut. It ain't nobody's right to say no after you earn the right to be where you want to be and do what you want to do.
Again, talking about his career. I know he's knocking on doors, trying to prove that he's still an actor, and people are saying you can't do this you can't make a Rocky film, you can't make a Rambo film. You've paid your dues, but you're done. We're just looking out for your interests. We don't want to embarrass you. These are the movie producers. These are the company stakeholders, right? So
great point, Ryan.
Yeah.
I can't actually remember what happened. Like in real life, they would just be like, "Thank you, sir. Go about your day."
That too. Like, there's no way, just out of their own ego, that they're ever going to be like, okay.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. They'll be like, "Thank you, sir. The mental institution's down the street."
You know what would happen in America for this to happen?
Security.
It has to be, okay, you guys admitted here on this hearing that I passed everything and you're still not going to do it. I'm going to sue you.
For what?
Against you. And then they'll be like, okay, never mind. we don't want the cost and the publicity of a trial, so we're going to give you your your boxing license.
Actually, now that I'm wondering, is there not a rule in the boxing commission, whatever their rules are? Is there not like an age limit? Clearly, there would be an age limit for. Is that not already built into the rule?
Probably that's what the tests are for. It's like saying there's not an age limit for driver's license in theory. If you pass the test, you pass the test, right? So that's probably what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. He should have threatened to sue them, and then that would be too skeevy. You got to do like an emotional speech.
Yeah.
And then threaten to sue them.
then he hires that guy for his lawyer job. Hey, remember? Can I hire you to sue you?
or say, look, I'm just going to go to the media. Or you know what I mean?
But Rocky's not slimy like that.
Yeah,
he's not.
Yeah, he's like.
The older I get, the more things I got to leave behind. That's life. The only thing I'm asking you guys to leave on the table is what's right.
Yeah, we never find out how he found out.
A letter in the mail, maybe.
A letter, phone call.
I think what happened is when he was walking down the street, they come out of the doorway and jog to where he is, and then
they shake his hand,
put their arm around him, and then they talk a little bit, and then they jog back. I think that's what happens.
And before they did, they talk about like, what are the things we want to do? This courtroom stinks. Oh man, good stuff. Hey, that was great episode today, guys. Fun. I think our audio was good, so I think we're good. That was just a weird anomaly. That's the first time in all of our StreamYard history we've had that crackling sound, but I think we're good today, or else Louise would have told us. Well, that's it. Thanks everyone. Thanks for watching and or listening. This episode is over.
I did not hear no bell.
I just want to